abyss, but you're willing to step into it, only then life opens up for you. When you transcend certain limitations and you go into another area of life, there are other kinds of forces which will try to stop you. That is my business. Those yogis were referred to as Chakreshwaras, total mastery over all the 7 dimensions. Like, this is one creature where its life energy is not individual, it is universal to its whole plan. Certain nadis in the system, but if you activate them, you will be ecstatic. The most important part of the dream yantra is, it invites other forces to handle things. The tantra of making the self free, the most significant thing is that you can deliver a god. The more out of control it goes, the better it is for you. "112 feet tall." Is he looking good, huh? This is important for the future generations, that you make yourself into a stable, exuberant and wonderful human being. And the tools to make this happen is what yoga is about. The tools, 112 tools that he offered are phenomenal tools that can be applied to just about any kind of human being. Yoga is a complex variety of tools. You can call them technologies, but essentially these are tools. To offer these tools to variety of people at different levels, people who are willing to invest, people who think their life is only this much, that they think they can invest only 10 to 15 minutes a day for their well-being, we have one kind of tools. Somebody who wants to invest an hour, we have another kind of tool. Somebody who wants to invest more, we have another kind of tool. Depending on your longing, there are 112 fantastic tools. That is what this spectacular being represents.
Shambho Shankara Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Shankara Mahadeva, Shambho Shankara Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Shankara Mahadeva.
It's our pleasure to have our Honorable Chief Minister and our beloved Minister of Health to unveil Adiyogi.
It is unbelievable, within a fraction of few months, this Murti is here. Only devotees of Isha Foundation could have done this, and you have done this. My great appreciation, my acknowledgements to all the sacred devotees of Sadhguru. Thank you, one and all. Namaskar.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಕರ ಸಂಕ್ರಮಣದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಶುಭ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಿಯೋಗಿಯ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ಸದ್ಗುರುಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಕರ್ತ ಆದಿಯೋಗಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಾಹಸ ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸಾಧನೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸದ್ಗುರುಜಿಯವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಚಿಕ್ಕಬಳ್ಳಾಪುರಿನ ಪುಣ್ಯಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾಗ್ಯಶಾಲಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಸದ್ಗುರು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ತಾವು ಸದ್ಗುರು ಅಲ್ಲ ಸದಾಗುರು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಲಾತೀತವಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಸದಾ ಕಾಲ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
Physically, we are small, but experientially, we can be a limitless possibility. This is what Adi Yogi opens up for you. This is what Yogeshwar Linga is about. It's my wish and my blessing that every one of you, if you are not ecstatic, at least you must be joyful. If one has the necessary awareness, they could observe on which day your body doesn't need food. Every other creature knows this. Unfortunately, human beings have forgotten because their thought process or their silly mind has superimposed every other sense they have in their system. If you observe your system, you will see on a particular day, you don't feel like eating. That day you should not eat. But no, you're at your friend's house, there is a party, you stuff yourself, even if your body says no, you stuff yourself. You see all the animals, even if you have a dog at home, on a certain day he refuses to eat, both dogs and cats. Have you noticed this? He will go and eat some blades of grass if it's available and puke and cleanses himself because he is conscious that ingestion is continuously happening, but digestion and excretion is not as efficient as ingestion. Ingestion is happening compulsively, but other parts need to work. Other dimensions of digestive process needs to work. When we say digestion, digestion happens in the whole alimentary canal, not just in the stomach. And assimilation also happens across the entire alimentary canal. Now, excretion doesn't happen only through the alimentary canal, excretion needs to happen on the cellular level also. Impurities gather over a period of time and you become dense both in body and head. If you don't cleanse yourself, then it'll pile up over a period of time.
But then our confidence fluctuates every day, so what do you have to say about that?
Because I don't have any confidence about anything. I just have clarity. People think I have knowledge. No, my head is empty. That's why to make it look little substantial, I have a turban. It's totally empty always. But I have clarity. Clarity means what? You see things the way they are. Knowledge means what? You have fixed information about everything. If things have changed, you will not see it the way it is. That's as good as being blind. See, people think owls are blind. It's not true. Their vision is far more sensitive than yours. But because of sunlight, they're blinded because it's too much. When light goes down, he sees very clearly. Not because he's blind, because his eyes are super sensitive. So, it's important that you bring clarity to your life, not knowledge. Because knowledge is conclusions that you gather. Knowledge is okay when you're trying to do something physical, material in the world, but not with life.
In my life, be it business negotiations or even in marriage or even raising kids or career decisions, how do I know what is it that works?
You're married and you want to know what works.
See, you must be like God, that you are a silent partner. Then it works. Just like God. Whatever anybody does, just learn to be like God. Never intervene in anything. Every day in the morning, every kind of idiot will tell you what you should do today. You just listen. Just like God. Marriage will work. It may not work with your profession. See, you're misunderstanding this. You're trying to make this into some kind of a value system. You're trying to make it your philosophy. I will do only what works. Well, you took an oath, I will do only what works. Now you don't know what works. Because what works will not come with an oath or a commandment. What works comes with constant observation and evolution of who you are, isn't it? Hello? The same things, how you made them work, how clumsily you made something work 10 years ago, the same thing you may be doing it with ease today, isn't it so? Or you may be doing it clumsily today, you were doing it well at one time. Whichever way, whichever kind of evolution has happened.
Are the injustices and unfairnesses that one faces in one's life a result of their past karma?
Samantha, you're old enough for this. I'm not saying you're old, I said you're old enough. Do you still expect the world to be fair to you?
That's why I'm asking this question. Can I blame it on my past karma is what I'm asking.
I want the world to be fair to me is a schoolgirl question. By now you should know the world is not fair. It will not be fair to you. But if you dig deep into yourself and have a taste of life, not a taste of your thought and emotion, the taste of life that you are, then you will see life is not just fair, it's just fantastic. So, do you want fair life or fantastic life? You must decide.
If something happens, people suffer. If nothing happens, they will suffer. If they are poor, they suffer their poverty. You make them rich, they'll suffer the taxes. They are not educated, they suffer that. Put them to school, endless suffering. Not married, they will suffer that. Get them married. I did not say anything. Just tell me one aspect of life that human beings are not suffering. They're suffering every aspect. So offer them death, that will also they'll suffer. So suffering is not because of the nature of life. Suffering is because of the complexity of the mind which you did not care to understand. If you had the brain of an earthworm, you would be fine. Hello? Peaceful, eco-friendly also, because that's a great aspiration in California. The only life which is struggling to be eco-friendly is brilliant. Earthworm knows, a grasshopper knows, a lizard and a snake knows how to be eco-friendly. This most evolved creature on the planet is struggling to be eco-friendly. Yes or no?
Okay, so I'll get that sorted.
The problem is complexity of possibilities. Possibilities are the greatest.
Take me off the monitor.
But unfortunately, that's what we are suffering. Because when something very possible and powerful is given to you, if you don't handle it right, it will blow up in your face. what's happening.
How do you know how to handle it?
That's why I'm sharing.
All right.
Life is made like this, an abyss, but you're willing to step into it, only then life opens up for you. When you transcend certain limitations and you go into another area of life, there are other kinds of forces that will try to stop you. That is my business. Those yogis were referred to as Chakreshwaras, total mastery over all the 7 dimensions. Snake. This is one creature where its life energy is not individual, it is universal, its whole plant.
Certain nadis in the system, that if you activate them, you will be ecstatic.
The most important part of the dream yantra is it invites other forces to handle things. The tantra of making the self free, the most significant thing is that you can deliver a god.
The more out of control it goes, the better it is for you.
112 feet tall. Is he looking good, huh? This is important for the future generations, that you make yourself into a stable, exuberant and wonderful human being. And the tools to make this happen is what yoga is about. The tools, 112 tools that he offered are phenomenal tools that can be applied to just about any kind of human being. Yoga is a complex variety of tools. You can call them technologies, but essentially these are tools. To offer these tools to a variety of people at different levels, people who are willing to invest, people who think their life is only this much, that they think they can invest only 10 to 15 minutes a day for their well-being. We have one kind of tools. Somebody who wants to invest an hour, we have another kind of tool. Somebody who wants to invest more, we have another kind of tool. Depending on your longing, there are 112 fantastic tools. That is what this spectacular being represents.
Shambho Shankara Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Shankara Mahadeva, Shambho Shankara Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Shankara Mahadeva.
It's our pleasure to have our Honorable Chief Minister and our beloved Minister of Health to unveil Adiyogi.
Unbelievable, within a fraction of few months, this Murti is here. Only devotees of Isha Foundation would have done this, and you have done this. My great appreciation, my acknowledgements to all the sacred devotees of Sadhguru. Thank you, one and all. Namaskar.
ಮಕರ ಸಂಕ್ರಮಣದ ಶುಭಾಶಯ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಶುಭ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಿಯೋಗಿಯ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ಸದ್ಗುರುಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಕರ್ತ ಆದಿಯೋಗಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಾಹಸ ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸಾಧನೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸದ್ಗುರೂಜಿಯವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಚಿಕ್ಕಬಳ್ಳಾಪುರಿನ ಪುಣ್ಯಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾಗ್ಯಶಾಲಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆ. ನಾನು ಸದ್ಗುರು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ತಾವು ಸದ್ಗುರು ಅಲ್ಲ ಸದಾಗುರು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆ. ಕಾಲಾತೀತವಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಸದಾಕಾಲ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
Physically, we are small.
For thousands of years, the Vellyangas have been the abode of yogis, sages and siddhas. Situated in Tamil Nadu, these mountains are known as the Kailash of the south.
Upon these mountain peaks, the energies of who he is still is very much a part of the peak on the seventh hill. This is reverberating with something totally different.
At the foothills of the Vellangiri mountains, Sadhguru established the Isha Yoga Center as a sacred space for self-transformation.
It's a very powerful energy center that's been created. It's unique in all ways, I would say. The very way we have constructed it, the way everything is done there, is done with a specific.
Is Dhyanalinga. The dream of many enlightened beings, Dhyanalinga was consecrated by Sadhguru after 3 years of an intense process of Pran Pratishtha. A doorway to enlightenment and spiritual liberation, the energies of the Dhyanalinga create a possibility for every human being who comes in contact with it to experience life in its totality. In the sphere of Dhyanalinga, one naturally and effortlessly becomes meditative. Adjacent to Isha Yoga Center is Linga Bhairavi, an exuberant expression of the divine feminine, fierce and compassionate at once. Several rituals and offerings allow devotees to benefit from Devi's grace and assist in every step one takes in life. The Surya Kund for men and Chandra Kund for women are energized water bodies at the Isha Yoga Center. A dip in their vibrant waters greatly enhances spiritual receptivity while having an uplifting effect on one's physical and mental well-being. Unique in structure and design, the Adiyogi Alayam is designed to bring back classical Hatha Yoga in its purest form. The Adiyogi Alayam houses the Adiyogi Linga, which has been consecrated specially for the transmission of classical yoga. In the yogic culture, Shiva is seen as the first yogi or the Adi Yogi, the source of yoga. The majestic 112-foot face of Adi Yogi is the largest face of its kind in the world and was consecrated by Sadhguru. It was unveiled by the Prime Minister in 2017. Installed near Adi Yogi is the Yogeshwar Linga, which was consecrated by Sadhguru as a manifestation of 5 of the major chakras in the human system.
In the times to come, the place where we have gathered is going to be a source of inspiration for all, a place to immerse oneself and discover truth. One truly remarkable thing that Sadhguru has done is, he has made yogis out of ordinary common people.
There are 12 to 13 Shivratris in a year. That is a day before new moon, the darkest day of the month. This Shivaratri, which falls in the month of Magha, is known as the Maha Shivaratri, because on this day, there is a phenomenal upsurge of energy. It is the only festival really which is night-long and keeps so many people focused.
Maha Shivaratri has been celebrated at Isha Yoga Center in a magnificent way. Tonight, join Sadhguru for the night-long Maha Shivaratri celebrations in the presence of Adi Yogi at the Isha Yoga Center.
This is the 29th year of the Maha Shivaratri celebrations here at Isha, and we extend a very warm welcome to every one of you joining us today. The unique planetary positions on this night create a powerful natural upsurge of energy in the human system. This day is held in great importance in the yogic tradition because of the possibilities it presents to a spiritual seeker. It is a time when nature is pushing one towards one's spiritual peak, and one can benefit from this upsurge by staying awake throughout the night with the spine erect. Tonight, we will keep you awake with exuberant music and dance performances, intense meditation processes, discourses by Sadhguru, and much more. We hope this night will not just be a night of wakefulness, but a night of awakening for you.
ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ನಯನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೂರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ನಯನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೂರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ಕಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೀರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ
Namaskaram. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable President, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, has arrived at the Isha Yoga Center. You can see pictures of her in her car as we're waiting for her to alight. The 15th President of India and the second woman President of our country, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, has held several important positions over the past 4 decades and has worked tirelessly for people from all walks of life, particularly in the states of Odisha and Jharkhand. Sadhguru will now welcome the Honorable President to the Isha Yoga Center. As she takes off her footwear, Sadhguru offering her a garland of flowers. And accompanied by Sadhguru, the Honorable President will now visit the consecrated spaces of the Isha Yoga Center. They will first have a darshan of the Naga at the Naga Shrine, which is located at Surya Kund. The Surya Kund is a 130 by 40 feet subterranean water body surrounded by 200 giant granite stones, each weighing 45 to 50 tons, forming the bricks of the Kund. The two Tirtha Kunds at the Yoga Center, Surya Kund for men and Chandra Kund for women, serve as preparatory tools to help enhance one's spiritual receptivity to the Dhyana Linga. Traditionally, these kunds were built near Indian temples because when the body is wet, one can get better imbibe the energies of the temple. The President offering her obeisance. The President very keenly examining the prasadam that has been given. In the yogic tradition, as well as in many cultures around the world, the snake has been recognized as a tool for perception and has been a symbol of healing. Very recently, Sadhguru also consecrated a powerful Naga deity at Sadhguru Sannadhi in Bengaluru for health, prosperity, overcoming obstacles and exploring the mystical dimensions of life. Naga's grace and energy are extremely important for one's overall health and well-being. The President, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, stepping into the Kund. A dip in these vibrant waters straightens out imbalances in the human system, bringing about physical and mental rejuvenation. Sadhguru is tying an Abhaya Sutra to the President on her left arm. Abhaya literally means without fear. Sutra means thread. Abhaya Sutra, therefore, is a consecrated cotton thread that helps overcome doubt and fear. Sadhguru explaining the finer nuances of the Abhay Sutra to the President. Our Honorable President will now proceed to the Surya Kund with Sadhguru. Accompanying the President, we have the Minister for Information Technology and Digital Services, the Minister in Waiting, the representative of the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru T. Mano Thangaraj. President, accompanied by Sadhguru. And that's her daughter that you can see on the screen. As the President and Sadhguru make their way out, all the distinguished guests moving along with them, proceeding to Nandi now. Proceeding to Nandi in the outer parikrama, where they will be received by the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Ravindra Narayana Ravi. In front of the Dhyana Linga is the Nandi, which is an important part of the lore of Adi Yogi. Nandi is a symbol of eternal waiting and considered the greatest virtue in Indian culture. The quality of waiting is the essence of receptivity, as one who can simply wait in utmost intensity is naturally meditative. The Nandi that you will see very soon has been consecrated and filled with vibhuti, turmeric, sesame and other natural substances which radiate a certain field of energy. The Honorable President being driven by Sadhguru. We can see the Minister in Waiting, the representative of the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru T. Mano Thangaraj, the Minister for Information Technology and Digital Services in the cart too. Dhyana, ladies and gentlemen, in Sanskrit means meditation and linga means the form. Dhyana linga is a powerful and unique energy form, the distilled essence of yogic science. The Dhyanalinga was consecrated by Sadhguru in 1999 after 3 years of intense process of prana pratishtha, an esoteric yogic process of immense proportions. The President showing interest in all the rathas that have been brought here from different regions by the devotees. And very soon you'll be able to see the Nandi. There you have the resplendent Nandi, the most important part of the lore of Adiyogi, the symbol of eternal waiting. Offering flowers to Nandi, the Honorable President, the Tamarai. We also have the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Ravindra Narayana Ravi, offering his Tamarai. An opportunity for a picture for posterity. The Honorable President, accompanied by the Governor, Sadhguru, and the President's daughter. A smile for posterity from the Honorable President. The Honorable President will now have a darshan of Linga Bhairavi Devi. The Linga Bhairavi is an exuberant manifestation of the divine feminine, representing the creative and nurturing aspects of the universe. Her triangular-shaped abode is adjacent to the Dhyanalinga complex, and you can see an aerial view of the entire ashram. The energy of Linga Bhairavi strengthens the 3 basic chakras in the human system, thus stabilizing one's body, mind, and energy systems. For those who seek to live life intensely, the Devi's presence and grace will of course assist in the process. Whether a devotee seeks to acquire, enjoy, or transcend the physical and material aspects of life, the Devi will assist in whatever one's aspirations may be. As the Honorable President, accompanied by the Governor and the Minister-in-Waiting and Sadhguru, proceed forward, there are many rituals one can offer to receive the grace of Bhairavi in one's life. Sadhguru explaining the various aspects of the Isha Yoga Center and the consecrated spaces. We are at the Devi's abode now. And you can feel her presence as the Honorable President, accompanied by the Governor, R.N. Ravi, her daughter, the Minister-in-Waiting, and Sadhguru, all proceeding into the Devi's sanctum. The sacred banyan tree, or the Vatavriksha, in Linga Bhairavi's abode, plays a significant role in Daha Nivaram, a ritual designed to quench one's desires. The President taking a good look at the Vatavriksha, which, as I explained, plays a significant role in Daha Nivaranam. The Honorable President offering tirtham, or sacred water, to the banyan tree. The Honorable Governor also making his offerings. All the distinguished guests who are accompanying the President making their offerings as well at the banyan tree. The Devi's Trishul that you saw outside, symbolizing one's surrender. The Honorable President will also make an offering of a ghee lamp at the Devi's Trishul. And lighting such a lamp, or offering such a lamp, symbolizes one's surrender and desire to rise upwards and dispel the darkness within. President explaining the finer qualities and finer nuances of what is taking place at the Trishul to her daughter. Soon, the President moves towards the inner sanctum of Linga Bhairavi, where she will offer Samarpanam to the Devi. Samarpan comprises an offering of coconut, kumkum, turmeric, betel nut, jasmine flowers, bilva and neem leaves, and naivedyam to the Devi for the general well-being of individuals or families. It is offered in the sanctum with an arati. All the Samarpanam being offered to the Devi. The coconuts being cracked there as they're being offered to Linga Bhairavi Devi. Our distinguished guests waiting to receive prasadam. The triangular-shaped abode of the Linga Bhairavi, her energy strengthens the three basic chakras in the human system to stabilize one's body, mind, and energy system. A sublime moment as the arati is being offered. A moment of stillness and concentration. As we prepare ourselves to receive her blessings. President of India, Shivratri Draupadi Murmu, the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Ravi, the Minister for Information Technology and Digital Services, and the Minister in Waiting, representative of the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Manu Tangaraj, and Sadhguru, will all now move towards Dhyanalinga. The President's daughter tying the holy thread.